Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I don't know so well, we're just getting here representing for First Sports TV. And tonight, you don't know, we have Shane Kirby in the building and Ricky General.
Yeah,
What's going on, gentlemen? Everything.
Fantastic.
yeah, man, everything good, man. Can't complain, you know.
Yeah,
Well,
Arsenal.
apart from the team.
Yeah, up here now.
Apart from United. If I go complain, I must them I go complain about.
Fair enough, fair enough. So we're gonna recap the Premier League game over the weekend. Um, should we start with today's game first? While it's hot. All right, no. Order of distinction. The first game up, Liverpool see off Watford 2-0.
Yeah, go ahead, Ricky. I think you know
Yeah,
more about Liverpool.
well, I didn't watch the whole of that game, but from what I see, it was a good game, and as much as I wanted them to lose, you have to give them credit. They just never stop. You know, they keep going and going and going and get the result eventually. You know, even when they're not playing well, they find a way to get the result. And when you see that's happening, you know that's a good team. You know, a team with good fighting spirit.
Yeah, yeah. I think you're right, Ricky. Especially the facts about Salah not scoring never happen in game, right? And
Yeah.
then keep finding ways other people popping up. You know what I mean? Shorter, if it's not Jota, it's probably Mane. You know what I mean? So they have individuals who can step up, score goals. And again, Trent wasn't playing, and they find a way to get it done with a clean sheet, and it's onwards and upwards with them, right?
Well, yeah, as you mentioned, the clean sheet, that's very important as well. Because when they're not playing well and you're not scoring on them, well, it gives them belief that all they need is one goal, and they always find a way to score that one goal. You know. Yeah, have to give them credit, man.
True. It was a professional performance by Liverpool. As Ricky mentioned, even with Salah not scoring, them still get the job done. And it was Salah
Yeah.
off and money on. And I guess Salah must have a thing for money over the past week.
Why, he must hate the sight of money, you know.
Mm-hmm.
hmm Yeah, but I think just for them going forward, what I mean, with the tough games forwarding up, obviously Champions League forwarding back around, what I mean, it's good to have everybody kind of playing, in a good vein of form. So you have Luis Diaz, you have Mane, you have Salah, etc. So you know what I mean, they can switch them alternatively. And it's even good that Firmino start. I mean, because the last game when he fought down and play against Arsenal and score, what I mean, it was good to see him that him can still keep involved because they will need his squad going forward because they ain't so much competitions, what I mean. So then go need is a squad game and good players, performing at a high level at the pivotal time, business end that season. So it's a good look for them.
And you can't really say anyone is badly off form. You know,
I wouldn't say
not like some teams you can look and say, well, that player not performing, that one not. Everyone, if they're not performing well in one game, they turn up in the other game. You know, so yeah, I guess it will be exciting time for the
yeah.
Liverpool fans.
And
Did,
them,
did,
did, them didn't drop the ball because this is on the back of an international weekend. And sometimes teams fouled out sluggish and they never drop the ball. So,
that's a good point.
so and
That's
them
a good point.
actually lead City, if I even for a couple hours, them put on the pressure for a couple hours, force City to go out and get a result. And them do the
Yeah,
job.
Buju, this is not a mugs league. Everybody a fight for them survival. Every game is tough. Every game present different challenges. So I think again, you see them forward and win a 2-0. Same thing, Manchester City beating Burnley 2-0. You know what I mean? It's again just good to get the points and keep it moving. You know what I mean? That's
yeah,
that's
it
that's
is.
that's just near my game.
It's fascinating. I mean, both teams like have the experience of winning the league before. They know what the pressure is like winning it. They know what to do. So yeah, it's not like one win it and they have the experience and the other one doesn't. Both teams already win the Premier League and know what it is like winning trophies. So yeah, I wish both of them could lose, but but it's not possible.
No,
I hate both of them.
honestly, me love it because it's been a long time since we have a close tiger race like this. So me love it.
A long
Man,
time since the last time
huh?
both of them do it. Say a long time since the last time both of them do it. I mean, again, them are two
Yeah.
outstanding candidates, two teams where consistency is on the next level. And you just have to see it and admire it and give them credit for it. Both
That's
teams.
why I mean when I realized my team not going to do anything anyway, I was looking at Chelsea and hoping that at least they could go and push one of those teams, but they just fall away.
Anyway,
Yeah.
No, they don't have.
they
No, they don't
started
have
off
that sort of
strong.
consistency. And
Mm.
and that's all I've been saying. Like they're not scoring enough goals. They're not scoring enough goals. They're not play and create enough chances to do that. On a week in week out basis. But we'll talk about them later.
Yeah.
No, well, you shift the let's just focus on them because them I think them play the same day. And them get absolutely battered by Brentford. Like what happened? I didn't watch the game. I saw the result. I'm like, whoa, hold up, wait, what's going on? Shit, what's the game?
I seen bits and pieces of it. You know what I mean? I seen it's funny because the game will go along and everybody thinks yeah, Chelsea go, at some point Chelsea go get a breakthrough. And it's crazy because what's his name? Scored a fantastic goal. I mean? What's the defender name again? Why am I drawing blank on him?
The
I'm
defender,
not too sure.
not
Hmm?
the Jamaican, right?
Oh, the
No man.
Jamaican youth.
No,
Oh.
Chelsea defender.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Chelsea score first.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I did hear them
Rudiger,
somebody say Chelsea defender score. I did.
Aspe,
Was it Aspalakas? I don't know because I wasn't watching that game, so I don't know.
The crazy one,
Alonso.
German.
Thiago Silva play. Thiago Silva never
Oh, oh, the German. What's his name?
Why am I German?
The German defender,
Yes.
Rudiger.
Why am I
Rudiger.
Rudiger? Yeah,
Rudiger, yeah.
why did that? Yeah. Anyhow, Antonio
Yeah.
Rudiger score a bomber from about 30 yards out of nowhere.
Wow.
And the crowd go crazy and everybody is saying, and I'm saying, I mean, it's a
All
Sarge
over.
for the brand. And I say, yeah, this is all over. Unbelievable goal, no, man. From distance, just out of nowhere. It's one of those where 10 out, 10 out of 1 out of 10, they, like 9 out of 10, they all seal in a rose and everybody, laugh and say, why did he take that shot? You know what I mean? When just bang it and it stayed hit. And I'm thinking to myself, like, yeah, then go get three and just, wrap this game up. But to be fair to Brentford, they when they play well. I mean, Ivan Tony, he was good.
Wait,
Imam
wait,
Mobeno.
Shane.
Hmm?
I hearing the audio making a lot of
Feedback.
noise. I'm not too sure if it's from your end. You hearing it, Bojo?
Yeah, me ear when Shane attack.
I hear
Oh,
it
hold
from
on.
you as well.
Hold up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bojo,
me
say something. Let me see if I hear it from you.
no, I when Shane attack, man.
No, may I hear it from you as well?
You hear from me?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You hearing it, Shane, when Bojo talk? Or Shane mute? Yeah.
Shaka say the audio good there.
Yeah, can
Him exit. I think he might go forward back. I check him computer.
I can't hear.
You can't hear me.
Yeah, I hearing the same sound. I hear you now, but it's the same. I can't hear the same.
See, so I said the audio good them.
Don't know what's happening
Anyways,
there.
back to Chelsea. The result surprised me because even when Chelsea normally lose, Chelsea normally concede more than 2 goals, one at most. But if you see Chelsea concede 4 goals, like me say, I have to go back and watch the match and see what happened. Because that's unlike a Tuchel's team if he concede 4 goals. I don't normally see that one.
Not hearing you at all, brother.
You not hear me? Hold on, we can see if we can sort this out.
Yeah. Talk
You hear
again.
me? You hear me?
It's a make the same sound I'm hear from Shane.
But you hear me?
Yeah, me hear you. Yeah, but when you talk, it a make one loud noise where kind of overshadow your audio.
Oh, I don't know what I'm going. Like Mr. Shaka, they say the audio good.
Other people hearing you?
Yes, Shaka text and say the audio good across all. See there. Cause remember when we
Okay.
mention it in the comments, and him say good.
Okay, well, if they can hear good, then it's all good then. Let's carry on. Me just pay attention.
Alright, I wonder if Shane soon come back.
Oh, yeah, it stopped now. The sound, that sound stopped now.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Alright, so you know, have nothing else to add to Chelsea.
Yeah, I didn't watch that game, so I can't really even talk about it. You know.
Yeah,
But the only thing I would say about Chelsea is that I am surprised that they're falling back in the pack. You know, they're at least giving Tottenham and Tottenham and Arsenal the
Arsenal
opportunity.
had hopes. It's gone now. Cause if we
Well,
did win, if Arsenal had win, would have win 2 points close to them, having them to play a game in hand.
but I still think Arsenal have a good chance, you know, of finishing in the top four.
We have the most difficult schedule out of all the teams that compete with top four.
Is it? Well, I didn't look at the schedule, so I don't know. But the way my team
Yeah,
playing,
we have West Ham, Tottenham, Chelsea. We have all them teams.
uh, anyway, you get Shane.
Just send them a text. You know if you can change laptop.
You probably think that's where the problem was, but I don't think that. You know, like the problem was just something to do with the streaming service.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, we
All right.
can go on talk until him return.
Did me skip Brighton and Norwich? Yeah, I think we did skip them.
Mm.
Norwich. Did we already counted Norwich as relegated?
Well, I did. I don't know if you did. I don't know if you did, but I can't see them making it. You know. Yeah. No, which is they're gone, man. They need a miracle. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Norwich relegated.
Mm.
2 teams did count relegated. Now Norwich and Watford, I count them two they relegated already.
Burnley still stand a chance.
Yeah. No, Burnley me say. Watford me say
No,
no.
Watford you say. Watford you say, but me
Yeah.
just saying Burnley. I believe that they stand a chance. Who they gonna play next?
No, me no look on them schedule, but
Yeah, I think it's gonna be
sometimes we
Everton.
find a way to make it work.
Mm.
I think Burnley are gonna stay up. Most likely, I think Everton gonna be the next team.
Well, I think that the thing with Everton, they can just at some stage just go on a little run, you know, 2-3 game and they're out of it.
But where the runner gonna come from, Ricky? Honestly,
Well, you know the league is tough, but sometimes they can beat the big teams. The teams where you expect other teams to drop points against. Sometimes it's them pick up the points against. You know,
Yeah,
it's funny. You know, even though you didn't mention their game, but in their game, I think that they didn't play as bad. They if they didn't pick up that red card, they probably would get something from the game.
true.
You know, but as they said, when it rains, it pours. So,
You see, the thing, and I like, me see them a put in performances to say, yes, at least them not get the result, but them a put in good performance. I
yeah.
can't say that, really.
Well, most of the games they don't play good still. You know, that's the thing. But I don't know. I think some of the players give up. Some of them look as if like they just accept that they're going to get relegated. You know,
Not playing for the manager again.
huh?
Not playing for the manager.
I'm not playing for the club. I don't care because sometimes it's not even just about the manager. It's about pride. You know, I mean, no player shouldn't want it on the record that they got relegated with a team like Everton.
What on?
It's not like one of the small teams. It's Everton. They spend a lot of money. You
Mm-hmm.
should at least show some pride. I mean, if you're making some tackles and getting red card because you're trying, then people can criticize you for not putting out the effort or not looking like you care. But if the team is losing and you're walking or showing bad attitude, and then your team get relegated, it will look bad on you or it should look bad on you. You know, people should have pride, man.
True. Especially in the Premier League, like, you can't just not try. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You know, especially in the position that they are in. They're in a position where you need each player to give some extra fight. Because a team like Everton, if they make it, if they don't get relegated, you never know where they could end up next season because they're spending money. They could end up in at least the top six. Then you know they could one season struggle, the next season do well. You know, but it looked like some players give up. I see, and think it was Talk Sport. See they're criticizing Dele Alli, ripping him apart. You know.
But
Anyway,
Dele Alli has been poor for long spells now. I mean, if him did not play good, I don't think Tottenham would have released him. So
well, the whole situation with him as well is embarrassing. Him as well. You have to wonder if he doesn't have any pride. You know. I mean, the way how they get him out of the club,
I
I
wish
don't remember seeing
I
any
wish
club do
Shane
that
was
to a
on.
player.
Shane should be on to defend Dele Alli. Him come out and talk big and bold about Dele Alli. When him
Yeah.
have one good season.
Well, it seems to me like it's something to do with his attitude, you know, because see, Lampard was saying something about like him need to show in training and then show it in match, something like that. And there was rumors that he like joking around on the training field and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know if he. I always get that vibes about him still, you know, that him kind of too laid back and like don't care.
You know, hungry feet enough.
Well, exactly, you know. But it's sad because he's a talented footballer. You know,
Talent can go take you so far, you know.
that's it.
If you have
Because you have some people who don't have the talent, but they reach far. You
mm,
know, I mean, you can again go back to like old school player like Rai Keane. He doesn't seem like someone with this talent. You know, it's like it's just about heart.
mm-hmm.
It's somebody like him. You know. They have some player who have all, as I say, have all the talent, but it can only take you that far.
Absolutely, absolutely. But
Yeah,
that's Everton troubles for them. Um,
exactly.
yeah, then get 2-1. Okay. Um, we talked about Burnley, but we never mentioned City. The game, City actually win 2-0. Watch the game, and that's a job done, City. It was nothing what we never expect. De Bruyne
Yeah.
showed good. I think he had a goal and an assist.
Who scored the other goal?
Um,
I didn't watch
I think I,
most of the games, you know.
I think I got the one.
Gundogan.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, oh.
The best sport a game that's still because Mars not getting a game and we have Mars in our team. Somebody Bex.
Right now, I don't even want to talk about fantasy football.
This is
Yeah,
what
man.
I don't know if it's the worst, but it up there with it.
Huh?
I don't know if this was my worst week in fantasy, but it up there with it.
Mm. Yeah, that's how it goes. Sometime coffee, sometime tea.
Mhm.
Sometimes I get a week. 1 week I get one whole ton load of pints. And then from that week, it's like everything tumble down for me. Yeah. From then it's just pure bad luck. By the way, where is Blacks? What you said?
No, I'm gonna say like something up now. Like the screen change.
Eh,
Travis, what kind of weed you smoke? I'm on some kush weed. Travis, a United are coming in top four.
well, it's good to dream, you know. Nice to dream.
I mean, mathematically, we're not still in a race. So
Well, it is possible, but I
the
don't think we're going
team
to.
can play like it.
You know, I have to see it from the players first. So if the team is performing on the field, but bad luck causing them to lose, things like that, then you can say, well, yeah, we can go on a run. But the way the team look at the moment, man, we struggle to score goals. We're giving up goals at the same time. It just not. It don't give me any hope. You know, it's like a long, slow death. you know,
Yeah,
yeah,
lot loaded. Oh God.
yeah, man. I give up hope for a while now. I just I just accept the fate, you know. Stand up and tell myself, say, yeah, it is what it is. I can't do anything about it anymore.
Nah, this year, not this year.
But saying that, I hope they prove me wrong. I really hope the team prove me wrong because teams can drop points. Other
Teams are good
teams
job
drop
for it
points.
because this, to me, this is one of the closest title race and top four race me see in a long
Yeah.
time.
The top four race is like Arsenal have it in the hand like that.
Had.
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 Yeah. But one at a time, even one at a time, United have much games where they look like if you go on a run, you know, you could just run away with it. But it seems that no one really want to just
Shit.
take control and run off with it. You know, maybe Chelsea feel like let's give everybody else a chance. Let's drop back a bit.
Shit, no rebound for.
You know, say, would you going to have to run soon, too, you know?
All right, let's just go to the game fast. Wolves, no. Leeds and Southampton draw 1-1. I don't think there's much. You watch that game?
Leeds, Southampton, no.
All right, I didn't
The
watch
only
it.
game I watch is full is United game, you know.
United game, get to it. Come in and watch it now.
Yeah.
What happened? What was the performance?
Well, it's just like every other game. Boring and slow and, just like you just don't know what the team was trying to do. Well, you know what they're trying to achieve. Of course, they're trying to get 3 points. But it was what looking at the game wondering where the goals going to come from, who going to score the goals. After the international break, it was I was expecting the team to come out and show some more fight, but it just wasn't there, man. It wasn't a good game. Huh?
They were still on break.
Yeah, like they were still on break, man. Of course, it was a nice goal we score when Fred, but that's all. That is all was in that game to talk about. Well, and the man them score a goal it was a foul, but you look at it, you have to say they could have easily get a winner there and run away with all 3 points.
All right, see, Shaka said we need CR7. So thoughts that he had an illness. How true is that? He was left out.
I think well, if he didn't, I don't see why he wouldn't play. If he wasn't ill, I don't see why they wouldn't play him. Because if you think about it, they didn't start Rashford. Bruno play up front, up top. So I can't see why they would. And as you know, Cavani, well, injured as usual. That's part of the problem with us, like we don't have the people who are scoring the goals, and we're giving up goals at the same time.
I think
That's
United kind of need a wholesale cleaning because you have problems up front where people cost the midfielders, them cost McFred, and you have Maguire give gifts and keep on giving. So I think you need a wholesale change. But
in this game, I don't think I could blame Maguire for anything in this game. But if you don't make mistake in one game, you can tell yourself that the next game is going to. so maybe you should start worry about it.
Consistently is not good enough. So
well, probably you could say it's consistently inconsistent.
He's consistent.
Anyway, but the midfield, we normally, as I said, curse Fred and McTominay.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think we can even do that this season. They're probably playing better than a lot of other people on the team who you expect to put in performance. Fred, yes, he give away the football a lot. But this season, I don't think he have a bad season. He add more goals to his game.
So
he looks so confident.
So
he trying things that he don't normally try.
United fans out there, such like the unruly coach. So he might use McFred as a skateboard for the team not playing well.
Well, I don't think Kush. That's what I was going to tell you. I don't think Kush cursed McFred so much. I'm Maguire. if he could send someone to capture him or take him off the field, he would. Yeah, but is everything going bad there, man, with the team? Midfield, I've not said the midfield, I can't curse them too much, but the strikers not scoring enough goals and the defenders allowing too much opportunities.
Me know somebody who enjoy United playing a lot.
Well,
somebody this better enjoy United suffer.
Well, why wouldn't I?
He probably watch all the games, so he probably just tell you. Yeah,
Just
Black.
okay. Now me here now. You hear me now?
Yeah, man, we are here, man.
Oh, I lost my sound for a second. No man, this is the perfect part of the conversation for me, man. What? Yes.
Did you watch that game?
Which one?
United game.
Only parts of it.
Uh, uh,
No,
so, so you can't have much opinion on the
no,
game then.
not a lot of opinion on the United game. Uh, last game, but my opinion, what me disagree upon is about overall United and why they are struggling and so forth like that. You know, me
Uh,
still think that there are structural problem at your club, and there's no quick fix for it. You know, Ragnica come out and they talk things now. They talk about how we go take 2, 3 windows, and he's probably right in terms of it go take some time to do, but is he gonna be the architect of that? If him leave, who's gonna come in to be the architect? Because I think that's what United is missing. They're missing an architect, somebody who gonna put one cohesive plan together for the club and say, this is what we have followed. This is the coach that's gonna go. These are the type of players we want to get, and somebody who can go out and actually get the players them what they want. Not just
well,
identify them is one thing. Jose identify a bunch of players who we never get. You know,
But
if
Black,
Jose depends on the players and who we identify, if somebody was able to close the deal, United wouldn't be where they are right now. I
well,
believe.
I think what I am concerned about is what his job is going to be. Because they've been saying he's going upstairs, meaning that he's gonna oversee, like, because you have what the brother name who like the director of, I don't even know
I mean,
is
that's
John Mutter or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah, him Ragnick not going to get his job. So what job he's going to do? He probably going to have some say in who United bring in. So I don't know if that's what he is getting at when he's talking about need much windows. He probably identify some players and say, well, those players need to go. And he probably telling himself that they're not gonna be able to get rid of some of those players in this window. So it will take a few windows to weed out some of those players. But like I hear you said today, I don't remember who it was during the
Damien, I
game,
think.
that Damien, yeah, that you shouldn't be focusing on who you want to get out. Is basically who you're gonna bring in to improve the team. You can't be worrying about who going to have to leave to bring in players. You can bring in players and then get rid of who you want to get rid of after you bring in who you want. You know?
But so the question, like right now, you have Liverpool. You know what Liverpool is trying to do. When you see it on a big picture, you know profile of the player that they're trying to get. You know the type of football the coach want them to play. You know the strategy that the board is pursuing in terms of getting one certain type of young player, either at one point player with resale value, or player with high upside, player who have not yet reached superstardom, but they are right there on the cusp for them to try to get them right before they reach that. Because that's what Liverpool are doing right now. There's a time when them look on players, when they get Coutinho and Storage, it was more get Coutinho, get him for $10 million. If, in 3, 4, 5 years, we can flip him for whatever if he develop, you try to get those players. Liverpool now move to one next phase where them say, okay, get player like Diaz and Jota and them one day. They're not that unfinished article. You can see something there, but they're not yet the finished article. They're right on the cusp, and we're gonna get them still at a good age, where one they can grow with the team, and two, if something happen in the future, then resale value is gonna be still be good. So if they move on, you're gonna. What do you think? One, what is United's strategy right now? And two, what do you think they should have a strategy? What strategy do you
Well,
think they should be pursuing?
well, I believe we should be bringing in young, explosive, skillful footballers. I believe we need to build in for the future. And by doing that, you need to be concentrating and bringing in young players who are going to be at the club for a while, who are going to understand whatever coach you're bringing in, it's going to be a long term thing. So those players would be able to learn from whatever the coach is saying over a long time. So it might not work immediately, but long term. Sometimes if you bring in too much of these experienced players who feel like they need to change their game now to a new manager, they might not want to do it. And that's when players can start bringing like split in the dressing room because some players who like not showing any words. Well, I'm not calling out Ronaldo or any of those players, but I'm just saying if you go and bring in some players who probably pass it, who achieve so much, this time they might not want to change the way how they play to suit a team.
But,
So you have to be
but,
careful of
but Ricky,
bringing in too much big stars who achieve too much things at this stage. That's how I look at it
but
anyway.
Ricky, but the issue I may have with that, and like, I don't believe that that is the only issue. It's which big star you're bringing and what is what type of player it is. Because if you're bringing the right player, what philosophy, not just from over there. Like Sancho is a great player, but is he what United want needed? Is he the one that's gonna fit with the other players around? Ronaldo is a great player in the right system. He's a great player just the same way. Pogba is a great player. The problem what I keep thinking is that is this a team?
You
Because
see,
and to me, no matter if you play all right, United can afford it. So right now, if they decide that Lewandowski gonna play the role that they want as centre forward, even though he's 30 something. Why not go out and get him? That's United. You can afford it. So that's not an issue. But is it going out and getting fit with the philosophy of what United trying to push? Because right now, the issue that meetings everybody see is that what is the philosophy that United trying to use? What is they trying to go with? Yes, yeah.
well, for a few years now, United have a thing where they would bring in some. They're probably going to go and get Lewandowski. They probably will. They always go and get somebody like a Zlatan or players who pass the best.
Shane,
Something
go
they
on.
always do.
Shane, go on. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And the idea is that you get a coach before you get the players. So the I think that you have to find a coach, right? Find a coach, but at the same time, I think the other day I hear a couple of criticisms about giving Bruno Fernandes a new contract. And I must say a new coach are found in and you don't know if the new coach will fancy him. I disagreed with that. I just thought that your best player if you give him a contract when you can give him a contract and why making contract rundown. Um and then you give him all that power basically. I think if you think that Eric Ten Hag I won will bring you the success you need, then just bring him in. Just bring him in and see what happens. If it don't work, I said it. I said this for the blood. Say yo, they're just gonna have to be Chelsea, where you just go and you hire a coach, and if it don't work out, it's fine until you get the coach that is gonna be there for a long period.
Shane,
But right now you just can't you just can't keep saying, oh, we need this and that and all of these players. Stop gap signing. You still have to sign players see future,
yeah,
with massive potential. Go ahead, Ricky.
yeah. I think that we need to. Well, they probably already made the decision with Ten Hag that he's going to be the manager. But if that's the case, like when City was bringing in Pep, they from what we don't know if it's the truth, but it was said that he was identifying players that he was telling City that he want before he even get to City. So I don't know if United would be talking to Ten Hag and he would be saying, "Well, we're gonna need this player. We're gonna need." I think then it's important for the club to do things that if you're talking to a manager, and also, I can't agree with this thing where United interviewing 2 and 3 manager to
Why?
see. I just think that they should be good enough to look at a manager now and say, you know what, he looked like the right manager. That's the manager I want. I'm going to get him.
Oh, so
No
you think so
interviewing. No,
their mind should have been made up already in terms of who they go for?
yes, that's what I mean.
So
Okay.
so so the question I may ask, um, how similar a manager is Poch and Ten Hag in terms of their playing style and and philosophy? Would we say that they're similar managers based on what we have seen them done so far?
From what I see, I don't think they're similar. Patch, I think Patch team more difficult to beat. But from what I don't watch a lot of the Dutch league. But
Don't
Ten
forget
Hag,
about the Champions League.
huh?
Basically, from what you watch in Champions League. 'Cause that's what
Well, I like to watch like the local leagues when a team perform for a full season, things like that. Sometimes
but
teams
the
set up
competition
different
is
in
at
the
the same way.
Champions League from because it's kind of a knockout competition, you know. But I know more of Patch, and I always impressed with the way he get his team together. You know, sometimes it's not about the kind of football that like Pep and your manager would play. Patch team don't always play like that, but they will. Well, I'm talking about in his previous job at Tottenham when everything was working. You know, it was just about finding a way to win, and they were playing good football. But they have Dele Alli, who was at that time, well, Shane, one a Shane footballer.
One question,
Missed
Ricky.
that
So the
part.
question I'm asking them: if these two managers, what you're clearly looking at right now, are not the same profile of manager, that means you must still not identify one profile and one system and say, this is what I'm going after then. That's what that kind of said to me. If you're going to kind of the same type of manager or the same type of philosophy, you say, if you don't get one, I get the next one. And you just say, okay, then this is the profile that we're going to do. Systematical, not just from, oh, this is a good manager and that's a good manager. Then which style are not United going for? That's the question. And I think that's the issue right there.
Well, of course, that's a
Share the mute.
I think it's about a whole host of things. I mean, if you look on Ten Hag, what you can say is that the players they want to work with, it seems like you can get the best out of them. So it's a whole host of things. You understand what I mean? You look like you can get big results in a big games. They always seem to be overachieving with the talent I have, and him work with youths and bring them through. You understand and get real performances out of them. With the whole patch thing, I respect Patch for what he has done in our game, but I'm concerned with what he has done over the past couple of years. That's what I'm saying. So I would go with somebody like Ten Hag. The point where Ricky said, why them shouldn't be interviewing 3, 4 candidates, I get that part. But if they want to ask, I don't know who's the 3, 4 candidates, but if they want to ask Brendan Rodgers or, a
T-Mobile gone.
for it,
Oh
I don't
no,
think
there
it's a
is
bad
no.
idea at all. What you say?
No, you had frozen.
it
I
was
wonder if
freezing.
there is not
But
T-Mobile there.
but before we go any further, I tell Bujo I can't. I'm gonna have to run now. You know, hitting the road in the night here, and
All
it's
right.
after 12 now. So
All
so
right,
gonna.
boss.
Respect, man. See you on the
Respect.
So yeah, man,
see you
gonna take
on the
care,
job.
and it was a nice conversation, and I mean nice. We didn't talk about everything that I want to talk about, but we'll have another time anyway.
Yeah,
So
man. Next time.
bless up, yeah.
Uh,
Respect.
all right. So my 2 cents for all of that. We have 2 points to make, right? United going forward. For any manager at all coming, there's always gonna be pressure. Which manager actually get the time other than Ole to build a team or set a structure and say, look, this is the idea that I have and this is what I want to do. And we are going to select players to play each role. None. Because there's always pressure for either Champions League or win a title. And for them are grown, well, to them is a quick fix them a try, which I don't think is gonna work out. Them a try buy the best player for every position. Just like how when Moreno bring in Zlatan, right? I think was it Moreno?
It's
Yeah.
either Marino or Van Hal.
Yeah,
One of
one
them.
of them. Like me say, other than Ole, no manager has gotten the time because there's always pressure to deliver with a Champions League or win a title. And when you are the rebuilding, you need time. It never happen overnight.
I
And for
think
the United, not just the fan base but the club, them have the sense as if Man U are entitled to win all the time. And that's why Black
Bojo,
Side try them misery so much right now.
Bojo, fans aren't idiots, Bojo. Fans know when something are going. You know what I mean? So what that means is fans know who they can stick with. So if somebody forward in and then see, especially where United is right now, right? They understand, so then they go through a tough time. So fans are an idiot. If they see say, the manager forward in and they build something, don't wait. You know what I mean? They will look funny because right now it's kind of hard. So when Klopp forward at Liverpool and then take over, every rational fan, everybody like Liverpool fancy themselves as a big club. But because they could have see incremental, steps to a goal. Them. Most of them fans, not the lunatics like Jiggy, would I say, what, you have to trust the process. You understand? So fans aren't idiots. As long as you see again incremental steps
Yeah.
to a goal, I think then we give him time. Now, I mean, time is relative, right? I'll get 4 years to build Man United into a successful team. But they'll give him the time if they insist saying they play a good brand of football, if they get results, etc. Throw in a cup here or there, and then get to semi-finals, finals, and that we give
Um,
him time.
bring through academy players, stuff like that.
But Manchester United
Absolutely.
never have a problem with academy play. But if you look at it, three big clubs have gone through a transition or are going through a transition. The three biggest clubs in the world, you have to say. Barca, them ruin themselves financially. But you can see there's somewhat of philosophy in how they are trying to recruit. It's a scattergun approach still, and you don't know which one of them gonna really hit because them are really Barca. I've signed about 5 players uh, in the window gone, and them have about 4 more line up what them are plan, what them want to sign. It's scattergun, but at the same time, they have identified a player like in Pedri and Gavi and those players, and they say, we are gonna build around these. We are gonna get players who complement them. And this is how we are trying to do it. All of them won't work, but it's the same profile of player. When they go bring back Adama, come back. When they go get Torres from some them get young, this good upside, ball playing people. There's a philosophy there. Real Madrid, move on from Cristiano Ronaldo. They went through a little bit. Benzema is doing in goal, but Vinicius and all of the other you can see something. They seem to build on a fly. Manchester United probably don't want to build the way that they have done it. But again, we still feel as if there's a philosophy there in how their team is being structured. With none of the players that United have by recently, I don't see like when Sancho was coming in, such a great player. People start saying, so he's gonna take away Rashford game, or he's gonna go and take away Greenwood game. He's gonna overlap. Like he wasn't coming in almost like a complementary piece. I just to add strength. It's almost as if people could see before that this is gonna be addition by subtraction or like something like it wasn't like say, oh, there's a good plan here. He's the right person, and when he comes in, he's just another piece of the puzzle. He didn't seem like that, even though he was a good player, and that's what I keep saying. Man, you keep doing good pieces, but not part for the puzzle.
Yeah,
Spot on.
again, I think that you have to give Eric Ten Hag the job. You know what I mean? And then we'll see. I think that in any coach, the manager are the one who set the agenda, and if you forwarding and start get results. The first thing is starting to get results, and then they can move on from there. I think they'll be fine because they have the money. Whatever we say, they have the money. And again, if it don't work, then you just go out and get the next manager. It's okay. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just where you're at right now. You know what I mean? But you have to just give time and see how it pan out.
Oh, that's true.
All right. Perfect. All right.
All right, Mr. Bully.
We already got through most of the games. Let me see. That was it. We stuck on the United game. And
That's
then
fine.
there was
Yeah,
West.
I miss you crying about Arsenal. I'm so sad I get to miss that part.
No, you don't miss it. We not talk about Arsenal yet. See if it best the last.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got West Ham Everton. And as I tell Ricky earlier, I think Everton are gonna be the third team.
You think Everton is going down?
Yeah. What
Oh,
for with Everton?
okay. So if we all can agree, say Watford and Norwich gone, right?
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
think say Burnley go get out that somehow,
I
somewhere.
think Sean Dice is a better man. manager than Lampard. That's
I
all I'm
think I
saying.
think that that's not saying much, and I agree. I just think that the caveat is that Everton have a better team than Burnley, But I can see what you say. I can see what you say. I mean, again, I seen a thing where in a 14 games he's only had one win,
It's away games.
right?
Three
Huh?
jars.
Was it away games, Ado?
No, just 14 games
Oh, wow.
since he forward in only one win.
1 win, 3 draw. 10
Yeah,
loss.
and
Wow.
then the other rest are losses.
I thought you said away game at when you post it, but that's damning though. That's terrible. Um, when you look at their schedule, when you look at Everton and look at Burnley schedule, I rather Burnley schedule than Everton's.
Okay.
I rather what I see Burnley have to do and what Everton have to do. I don't see Everton winning more than 2 more games for the rest of the year. So is if Burnley win 3? No, all right. Then well, actually there's a 6 pointer. Everton and Burnley playing and the next game. That's a 6 pointer. That game to me is what's going to decide who goes down. If Everton win it, I think it's going to be insurmountable for Burnley to get the numbers, to get the amount of points. But if Burnley win it or even draw that game, I think Budgie may be right. Everton is probably going to be gone.
Yeah.
Their schedule, they're not going to beat United. They have Crystal Palace. We saw Crystal Palace today. They are better than them. They have Leicester next. Leicester has have an uptick in form. Oh my gosh, they have the Merseyside derby after that. Then they have Chelsea. Then they have Leicester again. Then they have Brentford. Then they have Arsenal. I don't see Everton winning any one of those games. Especially if them lose the next one to Burnley and then end up be in a situation where they don't have no confidence of going to those games. They have to win this. If that's it, that's it.
I get what you're saying, but this league throw up results that we don't see all the time. I mean, but I understand what you say. I again looking upon it. I mean, I can see them getting results. Yeah, I can see them getting some good results, Everton. Again, it's good to have Calvert-Lewin. It's funny because people always think that I'm like a Calvert-Lewin hater or something. You know what I mean? But you have Richarlison, you have Calvert-Lewin, you have people like that. You know what I mean? You have Gray. I just think that they should be way more positive and be getting more results. I mean, look on the side. I think to myself that they have good players, and they're not scoring enough goals. They concede a whole heap of goals. You know what I mean? And I don't get it at all. I don't get it at all.
The good players, do they have a good team? And I think that's the problem. I saw them game on the weekend, and one of the things that I saw, Richarlison get the ball, or it's like it's my turn. Or Gray get the ball, oh, it's my turn now. Calvert-Lewin get the ball, it's my turn. It's almost like individually each one of them try carry one elephant, while if they all join hands together, they can lift up the elephant and carry it. But there's too much individual effort on the team, and well, I know you're a fan of Richarlison. I think that guy he's just not it.
I just think that I think that again it's weird, because Everton just seems snake bitten. If you really pre-thought, they have spent money.
Yeah,
terribly. They've spent money. Then bringing managers who they think was going to be good for them. Then bringing players who's going to be, and it just hasn't happened for them. But you can't say Black said they don't have good players. You see, Richarlison play for Brazil.
They have some.
Yeah,
good
but
players.
you see,
they have a terrible team because the players to me don't complement each other properly.
Yeah. But I've seen Richarlison play for Brazil. He's impressive when he have played for Brazil. I've seen him play now for a long time, knowing that if he was in a different team, I know for a fact that he can be successful in a team that is set up to be successful. So that's all I'm saying. It's difficult sometimes being in a team that is struggling, but I know that if you go in a different team, you have a talent to be successful, bro. But who knows?
Next topic, Bojo.
She don't have all the answers. So she don't have all the answers.
I don't have all the, but it's one of them things, man. It's one of them things.
Spurs map Newcastle with the floor.
Wow.
5-1.
5-1. It's crazy because for Voss, majority of that game, it was kind of close. You see me I say?
I didn't watch it.
Oh, you
Um,
didn't?
I was
how
at
much
work.
game ago? How much game ago? It was about 6 or so game ago. Remember, we were on the live, and I made a statement, and still things I go probably work out. And
What
my
about
statement was
Spurs?
that Spurs have the best player and the best coach of all the teams who are competing. And I believe that in the end of the day, that will probably be the difference between who get the top four. They have the
Okay.
best coach of Man U, Arsenal, West Ham, Wolves, Chelsea. All of them, I believe they have the best coach. They have the best player in Hurricane,
Thing is, they have the best player. The funny thing, well, Harry Kane I best player, but Hunminson play some beautiful football.
who complements him.
Unbelievable farm.
Who complements him. Not that he's playing beautiful football. He also complements the skill set of Hurricane.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Any
yeah.
other
They're
team, any other team, two best player or them play with each other complement. I think they
They
complement
are a
each other.
fantastic tandem.
Yeah.
And I just want to give him credit because everybody talk about Harry Kane. I think that is good for you appreciate how good he's been. And then Dejan Kulusevski forward in
Oh,
and him add something else to them because you can say, all right, let's try to shut down Son and Hurricane. You know, you have Kulusevski, you can bring off the bird vibes off a bench, etc. But yeah, they look formidable. My thing with Spurs is they'll win a game like this and then go draw or drop points the next one to a rubbish side. So I just don't trust them. I just don't trust them at all. Obviously, the North London Derby are followed up. That's gonna be toasty, to say the least. You know what I mean? It'd be interesting to see what happened in that game. It's
uh,
gonna be spectacular.
the interesting thing is, will Arsenal? I'm not sure by the time they play, will Arsenal catch up in terms of games because Arsenal had a golden opportunity, having a 6 point possible advantage by going out of and winning 2 games they had in hand. They could have gone into the North London derby without a care in the world. No, just knowing that a draw would be enough for them to basically get top four.
Yeah,
No,
blacks, but that's why I say games they no play pan paper.
true,
You
but
know,
Spurs
that's
have
it
used
can't
those
come.
games in hand all well.
But
Spurs
no one counted the
has
games
used
in
their
hand.
games in hand
They are tough
well
games.
and have gotten to where they could theoretically with their games in hand. So it's again the thing I like about Spurs team is that the pieces that even the two players that forward in and mostly Kulusevski, he further complement Hurricane, their best player. He allow Hurricane to do what he does best. Dropping deep and sending him and Son on either wing. It's something the team seem to be running into shape,
It
because
seems
again,
that way.
you get the pieces that matches the puzzle that you're working with.
But again, I know their manager. I'm new to say again, the next game when them draw or lose to a Burnley, the manager will start saying that all of these players are trash and you
Not
don't
the,
even know why he's at this team. But again, I can't wait for Notland Derby because I think that is going to say a lot. You know what I mean? In terms of where that top four place go. We still have my Man United lurking. You can't write them off. You know what I mean? I already said I don't trust West Ham. They just don't have enough goals. You know what I mean? Jared Bourne can do him best, but you see, say Mikel Antonio is kind of not as consistent as he was earlier in that season, and that's fine. But yeah, I don't think they're in it. But yeah, I don't know. I think that an idea. If I was supposed to put money on it, I am forwarding around to your thought that maybe it's Spurs right now. Yeah.
what about the second part of my time? That Chelsea isn't safe because I was saying back then they weren't safe and it's not looking safe at all still.
I think if you go back, you'll find that I never trusted Chelsea. Never liked that they don't score enough goals. And I look at them right now, and it would just be funny to me. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I don't know the schedule, etc. But it'd just be funny to me then drop out at top four.
And
Right,
but
yeah.
they could. Chelsea have Man U, Arsenal, West Ham, Wolves to play, and they are still in Champions League. So that means that they are
The
playing
other thing is,
traditional games.
Tuchel kind of lucky, because what he can do is he can blame it upon, oh yeah, we have all of this turmoil like club.
Yeah.
and that is a factor, right? But I think that the idea is they was not playing very very good, or they wasn't that impressive even before all of this Russia and Ukraine thing started. It wasn't that impressive. Now, is it a situation that Reece James fouled back in our team again, and then they're gonna be able to use him
Again.
Yeah. Perfect.
important player, and anytime in play, then just look like a different team, Reece James. So I don't know if that's gonna happen, but yeah, I don't think I think they're CFP top four, but it's something for watch.
Um, who's Chelsea's best player? Who do we say Chelsea should be like the skill set and the how they should be because based on what you say, it seemed to be Reece James. It seemed to be getting that player from Reece James helped to bring the rest of the team together. And without him in the team, because like as much as I talk about, I'm bringing it back to Liverpool, and some people say no, but Liverpool play them game through Trent. What Trent does allows everybody else to do them thing. The same thing with Reece James. When you have those marauding right back, especially ones as good as Reece James, they create one imbalance on the field. And I believe say you can work off that. When he's not there, what are they trying to do? Is it they're trying to use what the German boy name? I mean,
Havertz.
Havertz. Is it trying to run everything through him? Because I don't think that he can win a game, but can he really carry a team like that, like Chelsea?
Yo, I don't know the philosophy, Mayo, because again, he's keeping out Lukaku, you know what I mean,
Exactly.
and even that part of it is just weird to me because you can play theoretically, you can play Kai Havertz and Lukaku up front, and then you'll have different variations of play, right? So you can go long, or you can get squares in a box when you have both of them, and then you can play with the pace of Kai Havertz and Lukaku, or you can play with the pace of
Blocks in pause again.
You got again.
Where's the Mucho?
Oh, you think not
Keep pausing.
like an internet.
But no, you're right, Shane. And the reason I ask it now is because of Lukaku. Because I believe Lukaku is a person on that team
Yo,
that
move, man.
build the team around. And the fact that they don't, the fact that the coach decide, clearly it must have been a player that he didn't want. Because if you wanted the player, you would believe that when you bring the player in, you would actually try to build a team around him. But they haven't. They haven't tried to play around. They haven't tried to play to his strengths. You know?
You spend
No,
that
but
much money
since he's
to a
been
player
there,
where you not try to build a team around.
they have given more playtime to Timo Werner, who can't hit the ocean from the beach. You know? And so you wonder, but you keep giving, but again, it's also system. Maybe you said this is a system I want to play. Lukaku doesn't play the system, but you just bought him. Why the hell did you go and buy him then? Because you know what Lukaku was before you go and get him. It's not like a surprise. He came in like Timo Werner, when they went to get him, everybody thought he was going to score goals. We know all the other things that he do. He get behind the defense pretty well. You know, him always at them. He presses it well. He do all that stuff. Timo Werner is that player. That's what they expected. And he has done everything except score goals for them. Lukaku, you go out and get him. What were you expecting? Because if you bring in Lukaku and say, oh, Lukaku, I want to play like Timo Werner, then you're just crazy. You need to bring in Lukaku. And if you're going to say, Lukaku, I want to play like Lukaku. And right now, they don't play to play, so Lukaku can play like Lukaku. There was a game a couple of weeks ago where he got 8 touches in the entire game or 5 touches. How many touches did he get the entire game? I think it's 8 touches, the entire game. How is that possible?
I don't know, man.
No.
That's just, I hope they drop out. They are the ones I want to drop out with. So.
But even a couple weeks back, he did say United have the best squad, so I didn't trust. I know him trust. Spurs.
I
Which
Yeah,
think
I think I think I think
players.
I think they just not play good enough. They not play good United. And I cannot keep saying they have a best squad if they just not play good with that squad. You understand? I mean, the whole Ronaldo thing. So Ronaldo was hurt up here, or we may sick or whatever again, and the manager still not trust Rashford to put him up front. I don't get that at all. The whole Rashford thing. It's like him personally just don't trust Rashford at all. So I
Yeah,
don't know,
but
man.
you can't not the manager because Rashford has been poor, bro. Like really.
Well, you know, they have been saying a lot about Ronaldo, and all of us, well, Liverpool fans, we like to take shots. But from a statistical standpoint, United has not won a game. I think they said this year without Ronaldo starting. They have not won a game in the league where Ronaldo hasn't started. They have then draw some, but they haven't won a game that he hasn't started. That means that he's not the problem. That's what they said to me. He's not the problem. The problem is much bigger than just him.
Still problematic.
Yeah, I guess his internet probably is giving some issue here. But yeah, he clearly can't be the problem, Bujo.
I don't think so.
They haven't won a game without him. So what does that say?
And I'm sure if I check the numbers, him score at least 75% of them goal.
He's the leading goal scorer for the team, so all of that. So
No.
I'm say there's a lot. I'm say never want to go back around there, so that conversation still, but it's structural.
Alright.
Which was the next game?
And now we save the best for last. I wish Shane gone.
Well, let's see. They go save one for me. I wasn't there.
You never there.
So no, let me go get your last part. So you tell me about it.
Let's just say it was a masterclass
Yeah,
by
crying
Villa.
now, so let me hear it.
Arsenal got out everything by Palace. Everything. Arsenal was second best at everything. Gallagher, that kid, man. Remember me tell her. Him a lead the line. Him a lead the press line. And he was phenomenal throughout the whole game. Arsenal just never up feet. It was a masterclass by Vera. I should say. Cause up until about 40 something minutes, I think we get the first. I don't remember, but
60-second minute, your first shot and goal.
see it? Yeah. No, hold on. The Smith throw shot there second half.
Yeah,
I think
it was
remember.
second half.
But still, saying this and saying that. We never have a blink at the man them goal. And this is not an accident because them draw nil with City, so an accident.
But they should have beat you guys on the first time they played. I remember that game. They gave you a run for your money the first time when you playing earlier in the season.
Lacazette stoppage time equalizer, I think.
Exactly. So it could have been a double against, if things had gone just slightly different. Yeah, but I think this was a poor loss from Arsenal from the standpoint of
If you want to get
Spurs catch you guys up. And after they catch you guys up, then the next thing was that you need to then react. It's just like City and Liverpool. Liverpool finally caught City. Even though they don't go play after and go a point ahead of them. City reacted and they won their game, because there's some pressure at that time. And it's just sad that Arsenal didn't react the right way when things get tight, because it got to be tight now. Spurs were behind and you always have a little buffer. Most time you play the game before Spurs, so it was a case where you get your 3 points first and go sit down. But finally, Spurs get to play, get ahead of Arsenal, and Arsenal didn't turn up for the game, and which is not a good sign. Which is not a good sign, because if you're not gonna react to these moments, it's gonna be hard. Because next week is gonna be harder, and the week after that, and the week after that. These are the times when you have to react.
I think Arsenal play first Saturday. I think so.
Well, they're gonna have to put a marker down again, because again, it's each team is gonna do something, and the next team that play has to react. They have to keep the momentum going. You know, and you can't fall off when that happens because that will start to play with your mind. You know.
Yeah.
I, I don't like Arsenal's schedule. That's the problem that I have. I think y'all have a very, very bad schedule. Uh, on a Brighton next Southampton, but then after that is Chelsea, United, West Ham, and then have Leeds, Newcastle, and then Everton. And now have Tottenham game somewhere inside this. So that means that all the teams are
Tottenham
getting
game are in a May sometime.
yeah in a May. I think it's gonna be before the Newcastle game. I think at the 12th of May or something like that I had seen that at one point. But probably in a 4-game stretch, you are probably gonna play Chelsea, Man U, West Ham, and possible Tottenham in a 4-game stretch. That's gonna be rough.
Arsenal
And,
have play one game, them should be able to deal with it.
huh?
One game a week. One game a week Arsenal have play. Them should be able to deal with it.
Whether 1 year a week. Miss have in a May, Miss have game the first, the 7th, the 15th, yeah. But then one more game are going to but the month of May is gonna be crucial though. That's the month where all of those games gonna be. We're not play all on arrival in 1 month. Again, how will the players react? Because they didn't react well today. So how will they react
I
when
mean,
those
look,
teams are coming
you
like that?
look funny and say there's no more international break. You know, I guess them did sluggish after the break. So,
Tierney
need to,
got injured today and Partey got injured, right?
I don't know if Party injured. When I forward, I do something. When I forward back, I see them say Party
Partey
got.
said both of them got injured today.
No, Tierney no play today.
Now Partey got in. No, Tierney was injured, but Partey got injured. I mean, today. So both of them out. I saw something after the game that both Partey and Tierney were out, injured.
Yeah, I know Tierney no play due to injury. I never know what Party get injured.
This is not the time.
Not the time.
Not the time at all. And it's not that Arsenal have the deepest squad. And that's not a position where Arsenal is very deep.
Exactly. They, if you ask me, in could all come off of the field today. Like it was a like how Palace win, it was a collectively good performance.
Mm-hmm.
It was a collectively bad performance from the Arsenal perspective.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Partey, he just give it the ball, like misplaced passes here, everybody.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's gonna be a fun one in my view. You know, the running is looking really well. The amount of teams that are still having something significant to play for, you know.
This good for the league.
No, it's excellent. Listen, Manchester United, Manchester City, and Liverpool are gonna fight all the way to the end. So that's one race for there. So
And then
I
the
don't
top
believe
four.
till Chelsea, Tottenham, Arsenal, all 3 of them with only 2 space.
West Ham.
I don't believe Man U are still in the race. I think they're out, and I don't think West Ham have enough to stay in it either. Wolves, I think, have done the best as they could. They actually have played well this year so far, but I think that they are peak. But those 3 teams and those 2 space are gonna be something that.
Yeah, but you have to look upon it like this, you know. Wolves and West Ham probably say, okay, top 4 out, but we can't play. We can't play in Europe still, so them still
No,
have to provide for.
you're right. You're right. So the Europa League spot is still there for grabs. Somebody still can get it. But the part that I like the most is that the schedule, if you look at it, those teams all have each other to play. Like Wolves, West Ham, Tottenham, United, Chelsea, they're all playing each other over the next two months. Like it's not like say there's gonna be head-to-head clash where Chelsea gonna say this week it's a 6-pointer with Arsenal, the next week is a 6-pointer with Man U, Tottenham and Arsenal is a 6-pointer. There's gonna be so much of those from now to the end of the season that to me that is what's gonna make it so amazing. Because if Arsenal is playing Burnley and Tottenham is playing Brighton, then okay, there's really no amount of drama there, you know? But when they have to play each other, and each week one of them gonna play each other, it's gonna be amazing, man. I'm loving it.
Lovely.
I'm loving it.
Good for the league. Good for the league.
Yeah, man, excellent.
All right. I think we cover everything. So let me see.
There's one more game in this play week in this week, right?
Yeah, Burnley and
And Burnley Everton. That's the last game for the game week.
see somebody have to play somebody with
6
game.
point again. If Burnley beat Everton, Everton is gonna be in a world of trouble.
So this should be a thrilling. This should be a cracker.
Exactly. It's a game I normally probably not everyone want to watch, but just because of what's at stake,
Yeah.
it's gonna be
Should be a
something. You know.
cracker.
Burnley is what? They are 4 points behind Everton. If they beat Everton, they're gonna be a point behind. And they're actually gonna jump over Watford in that. That means Burnley would be, to me, the favorite to stay up, and Everton the one to go down. This 6 pointer is the game. All of the marbles are to go through and going right now and say, hey, we are playing for everything. Because this is it. If Everton win this game, they are gonna be cleared Burnley by what? By 7 points. I don't think Burnley can make up 7 points in the 8 game that's gonna be left, or 9 games. But if it's only 1 point,
I say, Everton not get much results either, so you never know.
Yeah. But if it's 1 point, they're gonna make it up, you know. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm loving it, man. I still think we're gonna chase on those blue boys from City, but yeah, I'm loving it. Travis says City will beat Liverpool. I don't know what he's talking about. In the FA Cup he's talking. That must be the FA Cup he's talking about. And
I'm just a spectator.
Alright, so yeah.
Alright, folks, that's the show. You know, it was like back and forth tonight between the panelists, but we were still able to pull it off. So tune in. Is the game playing tomorrow or Wednesday?
I think it's Wednesday. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna try to do a show.
Tomorrow is Champions League, man. The big boys playing tomorrow.
We forgot to that's all back. Yeah. So after the game Wednesday, we kind of Champions League and preview. What that's on.
Yeah, man. We'll be here. Wednesday to good.
All right, we're good to Wednesday then. So that's the show. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and drop a comment. Until next time, peace.